Hello friends, today we are going to meet with Shivansh. He has scored rank 77 in this year's examination, Civil Services. So first of all, I will like to congratulate him
Thank you,
for
sir.
his grand success. He has been my student and he will tell you more about his preparation. This year he has secured this rank in his first attempt. So I would like to him to say something about how this attempt went for him and what was his experience in this year's examination.
So, sir, I will try to tell my whole journey so that people will get to know how it panned out. So, my preparation was based mostly on self-study, and for geography, I took coaching 500 classes with Himanshu sir. And initially, I thought I will divide my preparation into different stages, or like 4 months for geography and 4 months, other 4 months for general study, static preparation, and the dynamic preparation goes on along with these things. So first, when I completed my geography preparation through self-study by reading the basic books of geography, I felt that the pattern of paper has changed in last 4 to 5 years, and they are not asking traditional questions. The type of questions which they are asking, like mixing 2 or 3 concepts together, and also the many concepts are not explained very well in the geography books, especially for a beginner who has no experience of geography whatsoever. So then I got to see a YouTube video of sir teaching some concepts of geographical thought, and I felt that if I was preparing in Kanpur, so I felt if I go to Delhi for three months course with sir, it will be highly beneficial for me, because in the end it does not matter how much you know in the exam. It matters how much you are able to show to the examiner that you know. And then I think there were 2 main advantages of Guidance IAS course, 500 plus course. First was the conceptual clarity on many difficult topics of geography, like geographical thought and like the biogeography, environmental geography. And then the other was the application part, which is mostly useful in GS paper 2, how you apply those concepts. Like I studied nothing for the paper 2 of geography. Everything that I did was paper 1 course, and also how to apply those concepts in paper 2, which I learned in the 500 plus course.
So can you be more specific about, for example, you can give example of
Yes,
some question you attempted and
yes, sir.
how it was?
Sir, for example, there was one question on how on paper 2, in paper 2, how is the urban morphology changing in the million plus cities? In that concept, I used, for example, whatever we know in urban morphology, there are 4 or 5 concepts. Firstly, there are city models like the multiple nuclei model or the central place, wedge model, these models. And then there are many new concepts like the urban village concept, which sir asked in one of its tests, and also there is the concept of gentrification. So I used all those concepts in different points to tell how the geomorphology is changing. For example, if we take the example of Delhi, then earlier it was a 2 CBD model with the new CBD and the old CBD. Now it is changing into multiple nuclei model with more population increase and more people coming in. And similarly, I took one more example of Kanpur, which is my hometown. So it is expanding in such a way that many villages are coming inside it. So there is this concept of urban village, and many areas internal to the city, the population, the rich population is taking those areas, and gentrification is happening. So all these concepts are of paper 1, but you can use all these concepts in paper 2 by taking certain examples. Similarly, sir gave one example of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve and how ecosystem approach is used there, the coarse and filter approach. This is also what I used in paper 1, but the example was given in reference to paper 2. So by using this kind of convergence between paper 1 and paper 2, this is what I learned from the 500 plus course, that the geography basically is divided in UPSC syllabus, but it is a united whole, and paper 1 is theory and paper 2 is example.
Yes, that is that should be done. That is what I also try to do. Many times you will be finding people talking about how to use paper 1 in paper 2.
Yes.
But it is also reversible. Paper 2 can also be used in paper 1. That is how you reduce your work.
Yes, sir. Especially with respect to this year, the paper 1, many general questions were asked. For example, the Indian monsoon question, it was like a paper 2 question. Similarly, there was a how tropical rainforest is changing, or the famine question. So no theory specifically was asked, but some general questions like a GS questions were asked, and then you have to apply the concepts there.
They were all, in fact, geography is conceptual. We have tried to be, even in paper 2, I talk in the class that majority of the writing in Indian geography is chorography. So we have to move from chorography to chorology.
Yes, sir.
And if you can do that, you will get good marks.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shivansh, what was your approach in other topics of the syllabus, like what you did specifically in GS?
In general studies, my approach was, I think if we divide, it is 25% static and 75% dynamic. And mainly the static portion is in history, and because geography was my optional, so that was not the problem area. And other than that, there is GS paper 4, ethics. For the GS paper 4, I did ethics and governance ARC report, and then tried to make my own definition of some terms in the syllabus, and also saw some YouTube videos on ethics, and also tried to think of some real life examples which I will use in the exam. So that preparation you can do in 10 days only, and nothing more is required. You can do more practice of that paper and how you will include those ideas in the actual paper. And then for GS paper 1, for the static portion, there are traditional books which you can use. Any book is equally good for history. And for society part also, you can see the syllabus point. There are subheadings in the syllabus, and you can find content from anywhere, from online, internet, some good examples on how globalization is changing the old age population. Refer to some old previous year questions and see what type of questions on society are asked. How is communalism impacting India? You can just think, and or from the Hindu newspaper, these issues are always there in news. So try to find some good examples from the newspaper. And I think in these questions, what wins you marks is very good examples, because there is no theory as such. So you can try to find the example of these subheadings. And for GS paper 2 and paper 3, what I did was that I made notes of Hindu newspaper. And then after that, there are few topics which you miss in preparation because they are nowhere. And they are very general topic. Disaster management is there, internal security is there. For those also, I did some online search, found some material, and tried to prepare 1.5 page notes, which I can revise just a day before exam, and which I am sure I am definitely going to write. So that content is not that I will write only 10% of that content. That should be that I am totally going to replicate it. So that was there. And then finally the test series. 50% part is content building, knowledge, learning, and 50% part in this exam is practice, because you have to complete 20 questions in 3 hours. First thing is this, and then right thing should come in right time. The structure of question should be well. You should try to read the question 2-3 times to really understand what is asked, so that you directly hit the bullseye. So these were the things that I did for GS.
How much being a geography optional student was helpful in the preparation of GS for you?
It was immensely helpful. My GS preparation became very easy due to geography optional. Firstly, like in paper 1, it is directly used. And even in the sociology part of paper 1, you can use human geography concepts. And then for paper 2, there is this poverty and other issues of governance, where Panchayati Raj, where you can use some concepts of geography, especially in the 1-2 questions. And then paper 3 also, there is environment, disaster management, and these topics where geography is used. And then finally essay also, if some geographical essay comes. For example, in this year's essay, most of the topics were philosophical. So you can use geographical thought. You can use determinism versus probabilism, whether we are changing environment so much. So geographical thought can be used in philosophical essays. So there are many topics which you don't need to even study, because environment, like for people who have other optional, environment is a topic that they have to study separately. But if you are a geography optional student, these topics you just know by themselves.
Okay, Shivansh,
Yes.
congratulations again
Thank
for
you,
your
sir.
success. And Shivansh will be with us for a period of time till he is going for his training, and he will be associated with us. So, in many ways, online, offline, you people can avail him, can get his guidance through our coaching Guidance IAS, which is its name itself. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.